Ever wonder if a woman is interested in you? She probably won't just say it outright, but she's dropping clues through her words. In this guide, we'll uncover 6 subtle questions women ask when they're into you and show you how to turn those moments into opportunities to build attraction and make a lasting impression. 1. What kind of girl do you usually go for? When she asks this, she's doing more than just making conversation. She's trying to figure out if she matches your ideal type. This question can seem casual, but pay attention to how she reacts as you answer. If she's genuinely interested in you, she might start comparing herself to the traits you mention, whether it's her personality, looks, or interests. To handle this question well, avoid being too vague or overly specific. Instead, tailor your answer to include characteristics you know align with her. For instance, if she's adventurous and loves trying new things, mention how you admire women who embrace spontaneity. This subtle move not only shows that you're paying attention to her, but also gives her the confidence that she's someone you're drawn to. The key here is to strike a balance. Make your response personal enough to signal interest, but not so obvious that it feels forced. If she's the one you're into, this is your chance to plant seeds of connection without coming on too strong. 2. Why are you still single? This question often comes loaded with hidden meaning. On the surface, it might seem like she's just curious about your relationship status. But if she's interested in you, she's likely thinking, "You're amazing. Why hasn't someone snatched you up yet?" More importantly, she's probably wondering why that someone isn't her. How you answer this question can either strengthen her interest or leave her feeling uncertain. A dismissive response, like, "I've just been busy," might make you seem disinterested or unavailable. Instead, consider framing your answer in a way that hints at your openness to a relationship. For example, you could say, "Maybe I've just been waiting for the right person to come along." This type of response not only flatters her, but also invites her to see herself as a potential partner. Remember, this is her way of encouraging you to open up. Use this opportunity to steer the conversation toward your feelings or intentions, but don't overthink it. A thoughtful, playful response can go a long way in sparking a deeper connection. 3. Do you like anyone right now? This classic question is a big hint that she's interested in more than just small talk. When she asks this, she's not simply fishing for gossip. She's trying to uncover your feelings, and more specifically, if those feelings might be for her. Think of it as her way of testing the waters without putting herself in a vulnerable position. Your response to this question is crucial. If you're vague or evasive, she might interpret it as a sign that you're not interested or that you're hiding something. On the other hand, if you name someone else, don't be surprised if her enthusiasm takes a nosedive. This is your opportunity to be bold, yet thoughtful. If you're into her but haven't confessed, consider saying something like, "There might be someone, but I'm not sure if they feel the same way." This creates a moment of intrigue and opens the door for her to share her own feelings. Pay attention to her body language and tone. She's likely analyzing your every word, hoping for a clue that she's the one you're talking about. 4. What's your ideal date? On the surface, this question might seem like harmless curiosity, but there's often more to it. When she asks this, she's imagining what it would be like to go out with you. Whether she's a hopeless romantic or prefers laid-back adventures, her interest in your ideal date is her way of determining if your vibes align. To make the most of this question, answer genuinely while keeping her interests in mind. If she's mentioned loving outdoor activities, suggest something like a hiking trip followed by a picnic. If she's more of a foodie, describe a cozy dinner at a spot with her favorite cuisine. The key is to show thoughtfulness and attention to detail, which subtly signals that you've been paying attention to what she likes. By tailoring your answer to include elements she enjoys, you're not just sharing your preferences, you're also creating an opening for her to imagine herself in the scenario. If she responds with, "That sounds amazing. We should do that sometime," take the hint and follow through. 5. Do you ever see yourself settling down? first glance, this question might seem casual, but it's often loaded with deeper meaning. She's trying to gauge where your head is when it comes to relationships and, more importantly, whether she fits into your long-term plans. If you've been keeping things light or giving mixed signals, this is her way of probing your intentions. Are you open to something serious, or are you just enjoying the moment? A thoughtful response here can set the tone for a more meaningful conversation. Saying something like, "Yeah," when the right person comes along, leaves the door open for her to envision herself in that role. This is also your chance to demonstrate emotional maturity. Women appreciate men who can communicate openly about their future goals, especially when it comes to relationships. By answering thoughtfully, you show that you're someone who takes connection seriously, which can deepen her interest in you. 6. Do you think we'd ever make a good couple? This is the ultimate hint-dropping question and a clear sign she's interested. When she asks this, she's no longer being subtle. She's putting the idea of us out there to see how you'll react. While it might catch you off guard, this is her way of testing the waters without fully exposing her feelings. Your response here is critical. If you're interested, don't shy away from being a little bold. Saying something like, "Yeah, I think we'd be great together," can go a long way in solidifying her feelings. On the other hand, if you're hesitant or dismissive, she might take that as a sign to back off. Understanding these subtle signals can be a game changer in building a meaningful connection. When a woman asks these kinds of questions, she's giving you a chance to step up and show her that you're paying attention. The way you respond can either strengthen the bond between you or leave her wondering if you're the right fit. By recognizing these moments and approaching them with confidence, you'll not only show her your interest, but also pave the way for something deeper to develop. Now that you're armed with this knowledge, it's time to take the next step and turn her curiosity into a lasting connection.